That's out of the stadium!
Let's go! Come on! Something! Come on!
Ah! Swing and a miss!
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide!
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League, the AAA semifinals. My name is Weaver for Prez, and tonight I will be on play-by-play commentary for you. And as always, I am joined by one of the co-commissioners of the league. His name is Dwayne. How you doing, Dwayne? We're finally back in the booth.
Yes, Weaver, we are finally back in the booth indeed. It has been a little bit of an absence, but I am super excited tonight to finally get some semifinal action going for everybody. couple of big games, couple of big players of AAA ready to kick it off. This is hype.
Yeah, these will be the first games of the postseason that we've had for you here on this official channel. It's been quite the ride the last few weeks in some of the early rounds, but it is the semifinals, the final four. It is Corruptionz, the 1 seed, versus Kekaiula, the 4 seed. Two very high-powered offenses and two pretty decent pitchers too. Dwayne, how have these guys carved their way through these playoffs?
So both of these players had really, really successful regular seasons. Kekaiula being the number 4 seed and Corruptionz being the number 1 seed overall. Both really successful. Kekaiula was the number 4 with a 22-10 record. He got the double bye, the 1 through 4 in the XBL AAA, get a double bye, skip the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. So they got to have a little bit of rest. And Kek was able to face Wolfie Lion and swept him in 3 games. So good for him. He showed his offense was really strong. His pitching came out too. But Wolfie gave him a bit of a test. I think it was in game 2. So there might be some hemorrhaging there for runs possible from Kek. We should see how that goes forward. He's a pretty balanced pitcher along with his hitting. As far as Corruptionz goes, he was a top 5 pitcher in the entire league. And we know he is the number 1 as far as average overall hitter. So it's really exciting to see how he's going to do. The number 1 overall seed, a 29-3 record. He swept Unholy Jesus in the, I would say, the 3rd round or the quarterfinals and earned his way to the semifinal position. So going to be really exciting here in games 1 and 2 tonight.
Yeah, very exciting indeed. These two very high-powered players set to square off games 1 and 2. It's the Prowlers and it's the Tac Peas, and we will have it for you here in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, loading into game 1 of this best of 7 series, and you can see there the batting egos raised to 83 from 80. That's the regular season AAA batting ego, as well as the first few rounds of the playoffs. But a vote was held, a decision was made, and the semis, as well as the World Series, will be played on 83 batting ego. Corruptionz, the 1 seed here, has home field advantage throughout the playoffs. He will host Game 1 here at Motor Yard.
Yeah, 83 should be really interesting. Let's see if it stifles some of those really big offenses. Both of these guys, like I said in the pregame, are really, really good hitters. It should even the playing field a little bit as far as hopefully not having too many mercies or anything like that. But both of these teams featuring, it looks like, 4-bar power. So that should be, very interesting. Should contribute a lot to, the scoring.
Yeah, the bars actually, now that I look at it, are identical across all 6.
Oh, wow, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so two like-minded players going at it here. One thing we'll watch out for here with Corruptionz, I know he was tinkering a bit with the power swing in his series versus Yeezus in the quarterfinals. That was not something he did much in the regular season, in fact, barely at all. A big contact swinger. So we'll see how he plays it here today, but it will be Kekaiula batting first as the players exchange pleasantries.
Yeah, here we go. Semifinal action finally about to kick off. It's going to be Pedro Martinez, too, on the mound for the Prowlers here at Motor Yard to start us off.
Sergeant Jacob Frazier, the shortstop, set to receive the first pitch from Pedro. And it is in there. So we are underway here in Game 1. The AAA semifinals, a chance to play in the World Series on the line, as Mr. Hagrid should catch this one for the first out, and he does.
Yeah, nice first out. Corruption's going to want to keep things clean, not have too many runners on the base paths, because that's where Keck gets dangerous with those runners in scoring position.
Yeah, Kekaiula, the recipient of the Rookie of the Year in Season 9 of the AAA. Hits for a lot of power. Very underrated pitcher, I would say. You can see corruptionz trying to be careful, going with the accuracy pitching, but not finding much of it. He falls behind here. A curveball up in the zone is hit pretty hard to the right center field gap. Dossal dives but drops the ball, so it gets away from her. Kekaiula going to race for third. He will have it, so it's a one-out triple. It was almost an excellent play for the Prowlers.
Yeah, he had a long way to go. Did corruptionz go get that ball? Really tough on the dive there. You saw the miss error. This is our first, I believe, cast since the new patch. So the new pitching coming into effect with a little bit of location errors, and then some of that new fielding feedback we saw there as well.
And another feature of the new patch is far more balls are finding their way up the middle through the pitcher. It's exactly what happens there. It gives the TACPs the first lead of these semifinals. And here comes the cleanup hitter who may be fouling out here. If corruptionz can reach it with Dossal, he cannot.
Yeah, corruptionz going to want to find an out. Keck's showing a pretty good eye so far. Nice to get early on the board, especially in a semifinal game where there's a lot of pressure, a lot going on.
This one could be two. Corruptionz going to try and turn it. Fires from the shortstop back to first, and it is an inning-ending double play. So corruptionz limits the damage after the dropped diving attempt in right center field led to the run. He will have his chance to respond.
Yeah, here comes that vicious Prowlers offense now. Let's see what they can do. He is stepping back with some power there on the first pitch at least.
Loaded up on the power swing, made a good take, followed by another. So he finds himself ahead. Good curveball there from Kekaiula. Sergeant Pat Tillman getting the nod here in Game 1 of this best of 7. A good 3-1 pitch makes it a full count. The delivery. That one just missing up and in. An excellent take there from corruptionz. He has a great eye.
Yeah, that was a really nice leadoff walk. Worked it well. Worked the pitcher. Got 6 pitches out of him. And then takes another ball here to start an at-bat. So corruptionz really showing us here that he's got a good view of the strike zone.
Yeah, even on 83, even with the changed batting approach, still flexing that good eye. Went down to get that one a little bit. Pops it up. Shallow right. Play is made out there. So that is the first out. Mr. Haggard remains on first. He has decent speed.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm going to be really eager to see is will these guys be chasing a little bit more with the ego push, just a little bit more break on those balls. A little bit later, I think it pops up as far as the indicator. So just an extra hill to climb, make this a little bit more difficult for these guys. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, ball coming in just a couple hairs faster. Gives you a little bit less reaction time. It's going to affect some more than others, presumably. Pat Tillman now with the 2-2 count. Strong legs. Stares at that one. He did not charge for the power swing. He's got another full count here. Pitch is in there, and it's crushed by strong legs. Left center field on the run. The center fielder makes the catch in the gap. Runner shall return. That is the second out.
Yeah, really good swing put on that by corruptionz, just getting underneath it. It's tough to get around on those breaking balls sometimes, but that's big for Keck. Nice 2 outs now. He's still got this lead intact. Gonna want to just keep that runner at first.
That's one of those balls that may have carried just a bit further had we still been on 80 ego. Now Whiffer Trait on saxophone, engaged. Checks his swing. corruptionz trying to salvage the inning and answer back, but he will not. He is blown away at 101 miles per hour. Kekaiula does a great job shutting down the bottom of the first.
Yeah, nice job by Keck keeping that lead intact. Just really expert pitching around there. It's really tough to get corruptionz to chase, but maybe that ego is helping a little bit. We're seeing here that he's exhibiting a pretty good eye himself.
This one hammered to right field, but it is right where Dossal was playing. She only needs to range a few steps back to make the catch. Could have been worse. The launch angle just not quite there.
You can see corruptionz working with the 4-seam cutter and 2-seam. All fastballs and the curveball along with the changeup. So interesting mix. Let's see how he uses it.
Trying to get him to chase low and away. He does, but a great piece of hitting from Keck puts him on first with one out. Looking to add on. It'll be Chief Dennis Hay, the third baseman. Not much speed on first. Two-0 changeup down the middle, hammered to center. Can't make that blatant of a mistake to a hitter like Keck. So now 2 on with 1 out, and it will be Lozano, the second baseman.
Yeah, that changeup was in the happy zone, but getting bailed out a little bit of there is corruptionz on the first pitch. Just reaching there as Keck lines it to second base. So now 2 runners still on, but corruptionz could find his way out of this one.
Not sure if that was lag, but that looked like the fastest infield fly call I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was pretty quick
in the game here. Yeah. So now a 1-1 count on the pitcher, trying to find some grass, but strong legs races in to make the catch. That will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the second, still 1-0 tack piece.
Yeah, nice job doing some damage control from corruptionz. He's going to have to do that with an offense like Keck's on his hands as he grounds out there on the first pitch. Quick first out in the second.
Yeah, so that'll bring the lineup to Dossall, the 6-hole hitter. Dropped that ball in right center field that led to the run. It was a tough play either way. 23rd pitch from Tillman misses, so way ahead in the count is Dossall. We'll see if corruptionz takes all the way. He's swinging. It's lined out to left field, but caught by Officer out there. What a great play there for the second out.
Yeah, it was really awesome. Really awesome dive. Well timed there from Keck. Corruptionz got to be a little frustrated. He's hitting the ball hard. He just wants to find some grass.
So now Easy Breezy looking to hit it hard as well. Here with 2 outs. Tillman misses. Falling behind a bit in these counts is Keck. Still hasn't been quite burned by it. 2-2, low slider, got him swinging. Keck dealing here through the first 2. Now the top of his order coming up here in the third.
Yeah, let's look if he can add on here. It's going to be big for him to get some runs here early in this ball game. Keck, a rookie, making his first appearance in these semifinals. corruptionz, a repeat offender here in the semifinals, trying to get to the World Series, though, for the first time.
Yeah, and the first time that Keck has been on an official broadcast that he was scheduled to participate, as that's a great strike out there from corruptionz. He was scheduled to participate in the final AAA match of the week. It was unfortunately canceled for technical purposes. But here he is on the biggest stage in AAA, or rather, you could say the second biggest, with the World Series looming. These guys playing for that chance.
Yeah, this is where you want to show your stuff for sure in the XBL.
Major David Gray, center fielder, does not chase on 2-2, so corruptionz going to look to throw a strike here. Goes for the high changeup, and it's popped up, but sharply from Keck. All the way back to the rim of the track is strong legs, makes the catch quickly 2 down.
Yeah, got to be the right choice of pitch there. It was placed perfectly by corruptionz. That changeup, though, is absolutely clobbered, and that's sent to the concourse off the statue. Wow, what a shot.
Yeah, you could tell as soon as corruptionz misplaced that changeup, you knew it had a chance to go far. It went 460 feet off the base of the golden statue out there in Motor Yard. The Tack Peas lead 2-0. What a shot.
I am blown away. He absolutely got behind that one. He sent it a lot faster than it came in.
Kekaila, perhaps not too bothered by the 83 ego change. That one misses low. corruptionz just trying to get out of it with the one solo shot on the board. Got him to swing inside, and then making a relatively easy catch there was crash and burn. So that will end the third, but not before Kekaila doubles his lead. Sorry, Kekaiula. I do know how to pronounce it now. I just got to remember. So now corruptionz in the bottom of the third takes a ball.
Yeah, corruptionz definitely going to find a way to get on the base paths here. Wants to hunt for a good pitch to hit, though. Doesn't want to swing too early in the count. He's got himself favorable now, 3-0.
You can't imagine he's going to throw much, or that he's going to, walk him here with the pitcher on deck. Don't want to walk that 8-hole hitter. Good strike there. Corruptionz needs a second. 3-2 pitch upcoming. Pitch from Tillman. Blows it past him, 100 miles per hour. That may be a product of the 3-ego increase there. You don't typically see Corruptionz strike out.
Yeah, it was a tough strike out there. Really blew it by him. You could see just couldn't quite reach it. It was well placed, and that heater was right on the dot.
So now an even count on Pedro, the pitcher, starting pitcher. The 1-2 from Tillman. Same pitch as the previous batter, 100 miles an hour, low and away, and it blows him away for the strikeout. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning here.
Yeah, Keck could get through this without throwing too many pitches. You can see both of these starters throwing quite a few balls, quite a few deep counts early in this one through the first 3.
Yeah, Keck with the chance here to have by far the quickest inning, but Mr. Hagrid bidding for that right center field gap. It is up. It is off the top of the wall. That nearly was a home run. Keck throws into second, so Corruptionz easily takes third. It is a triple. He almost cut the lead in half there.
Yeah, it's a big first hit of the semifinals for Corruptionz. Let's see now with 2 outs if he's able to get that runner in. Mr. Haggard absolutely destroying that ball. Missing a home run by inches, and that one's hit right up the middle. That should score Haggard, and it does. We've got a runner at first now for the Prowlers, and they're back in this one quickly here in the 3rd inning.
Corruptionz gets that one of those runs back. Nice single up the middle from Sweets. Now a little strong legs with another chance here with 2 down to extend this rally. Swinging inside, though, was strong legs, so it is on to first for the quick out. But a good job from Corruptionz there. Back-to-back 2-out hits, a triple and a single, to get himself on the board.
Yeah, very well done. You definitely want to stay in this. You don't want anything to get away from you if you're either team as far as leads go. Swinging first pitch is Keck, and that is driven deeply to right field, so a nice quick first out for Corruptionz in the 4th.
Yeah, got him a bit out in front of the changeup away. Got him to pull it, so not much mustard on it. An even count here on Bradley Smith. That one hit hard up the middle. That's another missed pitch low in the zone that Keck has hit very hard. The other one was the tape measure shot.
Yeah, you can see perhaps a little bit of the accuracy, a little bit of that pitching update, like we were saying earlier, coming into play as that curveball's hit nicely on the first pitch, looped over the head of the shortstop. So 2 dangerous runners on now for Kekaiula, and his 8-hole hitter, Lozano, coming up to bat.
Yeah, 2 batters on now. Corruptionz looking to get out of a jam. Like you said, this is Corruptionz' 2nd season in a row in the semis. That one is up the middle. Could score a run. Strong legs with the perfect throw home. So certainly no challenge there from the tack piece. But the bases are loaded. I guess the silver lining here for Corruptionz is that it is the pitcher.
Ooh, little inside, though. He's got to find the zone.
Yeah. Almost a passed ball there would not have been surprising. Another quick infield fly there. Maybe something in the update that I didn't read. But that is the 2nd out. So Corruptionz, a chance to get out of the bases loaded jam. He will have to face the leadoff shortstop for the tack peas. Fastball away is in there. Goes with another high pitch. Keck lines it straight to the first baseman, Frostick. So it is an out. Corruptionz does work out of it. He has a chance to tie the game here in his home half of the 4th.
Yeah, that was well pitched by Corruptionz. Keck was not able to do much with that high cutter. Corruptionz knowing he's got to go for that contact. Just get him to swing at something that's going to hang out in the infield, be a soft liner, and it's a great way to get the 3rd out there. Now he's got his chance to get in this.
Couple fastballs there from Tillman, evens the count. That one is going to be laced up the middle. It'll find grass, so a leadoff knock for Corruptionz. We'll see who that brings up. It is Frostick, the first baseman. Good power here. Good speed on it first. Corruptionz can find something in the gap. He could tie the game.
Yeah, this 5-hole hitter is definitely dangerous. He's got a good set of power, good set of contact on him. 1 home run so far already in the playoffs.
And Keck respecting that power with the 3-0 count, comes back with the fastball. Corruption swings right through it. That one he does not miss. Diving stop made by the shortstop. He will have a play at first. What a play there. Corruptions does get some good speed in scoring position, however.
Yeah, not a lot of speed on that 5-hole hitter. We were just talking about his power and contact. So Keck with a lot of time to get that done, but an expertly done play either way. Had to make a really good throw, and it beat him just in time. So now there's still a runner in scoring position. And that one is lifted favorably for Keck behind third base, and that's a big second out.
Yeah, his third baseman gets there with time to spare. A foul out there for Dawsall, so it'll be up to the 7-hole hitter for Corruptions if he wants to tie it in this inning. Plenty of ball game left for both these guys. Tillman drops a slider low and away. Great pitch there. Now ahead of Corruptions. Almost hits him in the chin. You'd have to imagine that was a clear mistake.
Yeah, just lets one slip there. 99 miles an hour, knocks him over. Corruption's trying to find some of that 2-out magic he had last inning. Could knock this runner in still.
Yeah, looking for a contact swing here, but he is late on the fastball, low and in. May have been a tick outside of the zone, but it doesn't matter. It's a strikeout, and the Tackpeas back on the offensive.
Yeah, perhaps the hitter shaken up a little bit by that brushback. Keck swinging on the first pitch again, lines it right to left field for a quick first out. So he's really aggressive here in this game.
Yeah, that'll bring it to the 3-hole hitter. Lots of power on this right fielder. Pedro Martinez, the starter. His stats just now starting to possibly be a problem. Check swing there on 3-0 from the batter. Went after the 3-1 curve low, and it will be a ground out. So a good pitch there on a count where Keck was probably expecting something a bit harder.
Yeah, you'd have to think so. He just did not quite get around on that the way he wanted to. And swinging on the first pitch, he lifts one into right field, so he's got himself a 2-out single. He's been swinging early on those changeups, but been getting a little bit of loop on them and getting them over the heads of the shortstop and the second baseman.
Just missing there on the first pitch was Pedro. You can see a couple power pitches here. Corruption's trying to play a mix. Two-seamer tails a bit far outside. Checking there was Keck, so now a very favorable count. He goes back to that curve for the second time. This time Keck spits all over it to earn the walk, and now a threat is brewing.
Yeah, nice 2-out walk earned. And this is a dangerous 6-hole hitter. He's got a lot of power and contact. You don't want to make a mistake pitch. So Corruptionz has to be really careful. Wants to work a ground ball or maybe a strikeout here. That one's lined to second hard, and that's a big third out.
Yeah, a big out indeed. Like you said, he wanted the strikeout or the soft out. He got the hard out, but an out is an out. He'll take it. That'll end the inning and the threat. Crash and burn now, leading off here in the bottom of the fifth. And you have to wonder with the pitcher on deck what Corruptionz is thinking here. He has gotten 5 quality innings out of his starter, but like I said, the stats starting to diminish a bit. That one roped into left field, so it is a leadoff knock. And that decision time for Corruptionz is upon him.
Yeah, you got to think maybe you pull him now, or maybe he's going to just trust his bat, keep his arm going, because he hasn't pitched a good game. Looks like he's going to leave him in, yeah. Either way, if you're Corruptionz, you trust your offense to come back from a 1-run deficit.
Hit it hard, and the gamble pays off. The first 2 have reached. A rip there from Pedro Martinez.
There you go. There's 45 for you. Getting one. Hitting it the opposite way. It's a good little single. Now we've got a really dangerous hitter. Haggard already with a triple tonight.
Yeah, Corruption's biggest chance of the game by far. Top of the order up with 2 on. Went swinging on the cutter inside, so that should be an out. Keck under it, makes the catch. Corruption's threatened to tag, but not enough speed to do it for real. So it'll be up to Sweets. Swinging at the first pitch, and it could be 2 to the shortstop, but he drops it, still gets the out at second. That's fortunate for Keck that it didn't bounce any further. He salvages an out. Could have been 2, though.
Yeah, that almost got real messy. Corruptionz still has A free pass here, though, with Lil Stronglegs, one of his better hitters now at the plate. He's got to have some two-out magic. Hunt for a pitch to hit. Oh, and he's late on that high breaking ball right there.
Yeah, that's a similar pitch he hit the triple with Mr. Hagrid. Late on it, like he said. Now looking for a contact hit. Tying run 90 feet away. Looking to capitalize on the huge mistake by the shortstop. A check swing there makes the count full. We'll see what gives from Tillman. The pitch. In the zone, he hit it hard, but right at the shortstop. So both of these players having some heartbreaking lineouts to end innings in this game.
Yeah, indeed they are. Really dangerous situations for both teams. It's amazing it's still somehow 2-1 getting into the meat of this. Top of the 6th inning. Pedro Martinez still going out. It just reached his 70th pitch.
Yeah, corruptionz certainly looking to try and get one more at least out of Pedro. Choosing to leave him in when he did. Dennis Hay looking at a 2-2 pitch here. The curveball. Trying to loop it out to right field. Dossal has to come in, slides, and makes the catch. That was a very long slide, too.
Yeah, had to be well-timed from corruptionz to get that done. And there's goes Keck swinging on that first pitch changeup again, but he lifts it to Little Stronglegs, who's got plenty of speed, plenty of time to get that done. So a couple quick outs for corruptionz now. Wants to keep it going. And another one, first pitch swinging right back to Stronglegs.
There you go. The cleanest inning so far for corruptionz. 1, 2, 3, only a handful of pitches. Gets his offense right back out there. After what looked like a promising inning, he's swinging at the first pitch, and he's making a first pitch out.
Yeah, both these guys can't quite keep the battle on their shoulder right now. Middle of this ball game moving pretty quickly because this is just still tight. Let's see if corruptionz, though, can find some patience, get a way to get some runners on base.
Pitch from Tillman is a fastball that just misses low. Young Frostic ahead in the count. A good take on a tantalizing curve. 3-1 is another curve. Frostic hits it very hard left center field towards the wall. It is gone over the sign, and we are tied here in the 6th.
Wow, there was about 3 phases through the flight of that ball. He absolutely crushed it. I was like, is it going to hit the wall? Is it going to get out? Is he going to catch it? And it just kept soaring and going straight, just absolutely nailed by corruptionz. So now, yep, we got a tie ball game on our hands. And it's got to feel good for the Prowlers.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be, you can have some tricky homers out there with that shack there in left center field that is marked as a home run spot should you hit it. But he hits it in the gap between the shack and the wall, sneaks it out of there to one of the deepest parts of the park, and we are tied here in the last third of the game, roughly. And you can see Sergeant Dylan. Sorry, I'm on my phone here. It's a bit small. Elkin, I believe, is the reliever. First out of the pen for the Tackpeas. Struck him out 100 miles an hour. Climbed the ladder on the fastball out of the zone. That's a pitch that I don't think corruptionz swings at on 80 Ego.
Yeah, it's a good change there by Keck to bring out that pitcher from his bullpen. Just gas him up there, get a big second out. After the starter did all he could, had about 80-plus pitches before giving up that home run.
So a good first batter out of the pen for Elkin. That one, corruptionz bidding for his second home run of the inning, but he was just a bit late. Would have been more towards the wall in the warning track anyways. Now a 2-2 count. Power swinging all the way, but he takes. So now the full count pitch from Elkin. Misses inside. Great take from corruptionz after expanding the zone on the previous batter for the strikeout. That's a 2-out walk.
Now let's see now if he can earn himself something with the 8-hole hitter. Wants to find some grass, find a gap for sure. Hunt himself a good strike to hit.
Couple good takes. Makes the count 2-0 in his favor. Now 3-0. Pitcher looming on deck. That one right down the middle, but at 100 miles per hour, corruptionz just a hair late. Another heater brings the count full. Payoff pitch here. Power swinging down the line, off the glove of the third baseman, so the inning will prolong. still a decent play to knock it down and prevent it from making it out there to the wall and potentially giving the Prowlers the lead.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely want to at least knock that down. The ball was absolutely stung. We've seen a ton of full counts in this game, a ton of pitches thrown. Now the reliever out of the bullpen here for the TACP's throwing a bunch of pitches in relief. Corruptionz exhibiting a good eye. Now he's got himself in a good situation again with 2 outs. Just needs a base hit. Swinging on the first pitch. It's lifted. Will be caught by officer in left for out number 3, though.
Yeah, Corruptionz lifting Pedro Martinez there for the pinch hitter like we had thought maybe he would have done in a previous inning in the 5th. Instead, he swings with the first pitch, softly lines it out to the left fielder, and the game stays tied into the 7th. It will be Mick Specialist, the first reliever out of the pen. Not a specialist, however, in SMB 3 terms. This one should be an easy out, and it is. I believe it's a K-man, though.
Yeah, BB Pro and K-man.
A lot of gas featured on this pitcher. Decent junk and good accuracy as well. That one trying to go up the middle is Keck, but Saxophone ranges way over to make the play by a couple of steps. Quickly 2 down.
Yeah, that's good. Now for the call to the pen from the Prowlers. Don't want to throw too many pitches. Don't want to burn too many relievers. You don't know how long this one could go. As we're tied here in the 7th.
Throws a screwball there. Tries to make the slight leap on the catch, but it goes through, or rather above him, I believe. So it is a 2-out knock for the TACP's.
Yeah, that's big. That's the first sign of life we've seen in a couple innings from Keck. He's going to want to try and hunt himself a good strike to hit. Swing at the screwball, fouls it away.
Going for the power fastball, looking for the punch-out. Keck doesn't bite. Going to try a similar pitch. Also, he doesn't bite. 3rd time's the charm, perhaps, and that's correct. 103 miles per hour blows him away. That'll end the inning. A good inning out of Mick Specialist sends us to the bottom of the 7th.
What a fastball there. Even though he missed his location, just Keck could not do anything with it.
Yeah, so sometimes it can be easy to try and get too cute with K-Man activated. Corruptionz just opting for the huge fastballs there with 2 strikes. It pays off, and now his top of the order gets to work here. Hagrid trying to get to that right center field gap. Didn't quite time it right, so it's a quick line out. That'll bring up Sweets.
Ooh, what a
And
dive.
a diving stop. Yeah, great play made there by the second baseman to prevent the 1-out knockout of Sweets. This inning looking like it could be another quick one.
Yeah, what a game we've had so far on our hands. These 2 teams are really locked in here at 2-2. Tons of great defense, tons of great pitching, deep counts. We really had it all so far.
Yeah, these 2 titans of the AAA league, that's a 4-pitch walk to, I believe, Will Stronglegs. That's going to bring up Saxophone, who was the team MVP in the regular season. And now 5 straight out of the zone from Elkin. Make it 6. Keck struggling with his command here. 7 out of the zone. In danger of back-to-back 4-pitch walks, but Corruptionz swinging 3-0 is going to fly out to the track. I have to say, I think I like the gamble, though.
Yeah, it was a decent pitch to hit, but you got to turn on that, I guess, a little bit better because it's high in the zone and inside. Keck swinging at the first pitch over to Saxophone. Going to make an easy first out here in the 8th, but yeah. Tough one for Corruptionz. You want to do something more with that pitch if you're going to swing out at 3-0.
This could be 2 pitches, 2 outs here, assuming Dossal doesn't miss it. She doesn't. So, yeah, 2 pitches, 2 outs. Corruptionz looking for the dream inning. Doesn't get it there on the 3rd pitch. Still pitching very well here. Yeah, these 2 guys locked up late. We'll see who bends first. Or who breaks first, rather. That is going to be a 4-pitch walk. The walk-prone trait certainly not helping Corruptionz there. There's that dangerous low changeup again. But this one looks like it may fizzle out before it gets to the wall, but Corruptionz misplays it. Kekaiula rushing to the plate. He's in there. The Takpies take the lead on a misplay at the track.
Yeah, I could see there at the last second that one was going to drop right over his head, and you got to wonder if he lost it in the depth perception, lost it in the lights, and that one falls. Really, really rough for corruptionz to give one up like that. He's going to have to find an answer in the bottom of the 8th, but he needs a third out now first.
Yeah, in danger of walking the pitcher here. Keck swinging 3-0. We've seen that quite a bit. Strong legs. Has this one. So that will end the inning, but not before the Takpies take the lead late. They are 6 defensive outs away from a big Game 1 win. corruptionz hits that one hard, however, picked over there by Hay, makes the play. A good first out for Keck. So now Dawsall, who had that misplay, looking to redeem herself. Certainly has the stats to do it. Right fielder stares at the 2-0. It's a 3-0 count. And Keck, another 4-pitch walk there. Will put Dawsall on with 1 out.
Yeah, decent speed now at first. This is good for corruptionz. Ooh, and we're going to see a specialist come out, and Chief Chris Kyle for the Takpies. So that lowers the stats a little bit on Easy Breezy.
Yeah, and maybe corruptionz thinking about whether or not he has an alternate option, decides he doesn't. So it will still be Breezy here. Dawsall on first. Very late there was corruptionz on the gas. Keck looking for a strikeout, does not get corruptionz to chase there, so the count is even. Now a 2-2. corruptionz hits that one hard towards the gap. It is down. Dawsall races to third. She will tie the game. The Prowlers resilient as ever.
What a timely gapper. I don't know if he reached back for the power swing or not on that one. I saw on the pitch before that he neglected to do it, just did the straight take with the contact. He's loading up for power again there, but what a double. What a clutch moment, especially with specialist activated for the Prowlers.
Yeah, it was a contact swing there with 2 strikes. Just went inside out with it, out to the right center field gap. Beautiful double there. Has the chance to take a lead here. We'll see if he switches to contact again with 2 strikes after the success. This one will get down in left field, collected by the left fielder. corruptionz sending home. No, it goes back at the last second. That, to me, that looked like a coin flip.
Yeah, I don't know. I think perhaps he gets in there, but the speed you can see is not the highest on Breezy, the runner at third base. He's still got himself in a great situation here, but he doesn't want to hit in a double play right now. We're going to see a pinch hitter for the pitcher in Matilda Padilla coming in. So no ground balls from Matilda for the Prowlers, you hope.
Yeah, Chief Chris Kyle tense now. That will only play into the favor of corruptionz. Looking to keep something in the air, assuming he makes contact. Runners on the corners. That one hit over to the third baseman. Leaps, but it's past his glove. He could not get up there to grab it. The Prowlers take the lead in the bottom of the 8th.
A huge moment for the pinch hitter Padilla. Great job by corruptionz, just taking that pitch the other way. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just scores that run from third. It's a tough one to judge. Maybe if Keck jumps a little earlier, he can get his glove on that. But either way, gets over the head of the third baseman. And here we go. Now we've got the Prowlers, their first lead of the ballgame late.
Ahead in the count is Mr. Hagrid. Still plenty of danger for Keck. But that one's lined to the shortstop. This could easily be 2. And it is, even with the great speed of Mr. Hagrid. They get him on the twin killing. So it will be a 1-run lead here in the 9th. Dirty McDowell called upon to earn game 1 for the Prowlers. But the top of the order for the Takpies stands in his way.
This is what you sign up for when you show up for playoff baseball in the XBL.
Yeah, no doubt the hearts of both players racing, and perhaps a bit more for corruptionz, who has to pipe a 3-0 fastball. Keck driven, right field, Dawsall back, tall wall, gone! The Takpies tied the game.
Can you believe it? The air under that ball, 363 feet to straight right. And the drama continues. We've got a tie ball game again. Wow.
The blown save comes on the first batter of the ninth. It was a 3-0 pitch. We've been saying how both of these guys have swung at quite a few of those. This time it pays off in a dramatic way. Keck back in the game here.
What a game we have on our hands.
Yeah, this is only game one. Hopefully a great sign of what we're in for this playoff season. And that's an excellent changeup. Catches him way out in front. I believe that's one of the first times we've seen that from either of these guys.
Yeah, the timing not there. Keck really eager to just try and get around on something. Looks like a fastball. So quick here, 1-1 with one out.
And falling behind again is corruptionz. Looks for the 2-1 fastball there. Gets a foul ball. McDowell's slider low and away. Lined, but into the glove of Breezy. So 2 down. corruptionz looking to just keep it tied. Give himself a chance to walk it off. Obviously, Keck looking for one more heroic homer. The slider not in a good spot, so it's driven. Center field towards that shack. It's gone. The Tack Peas take the lead. A couple of home runs in the ninth.
Wow, the clutch gene right now from Keck is showing. He's absolutely clobbering these mistake pitches from corruptionz. Dirty McDowell's got his head down in shame. Prowlers need to find a way to score in the next half, but a third out must be found.
It will not be found here, as that is surely headed for extra bases. Stronglegs gets to it pretty quickly, so it should only be a double. The Tack Peas looking for an insurance run here after they entered the inning in danger of losing.
This is insane. This is truly a marathon here, as we do have a possible 7-game series on our hands here now that we've reached the semifinals as well.
Yes, all the previous rounds, either best of 3 or best of 5. Best of 3 in the first, and then best of 5 from then on. They're out. The 3-1 corruptionz gets the strike. Does not want to walk another batter. A payoff fastball. Keck pops it up. Dawsall makes the play. So now we head to the bottom of the ninth. The tables have turned here. It's corruptionz that must find the clutch RBI.
Yeah, and we've got himself going up against the specialist. Let's see if he's got an option on the bench. He does go to the pinch hitter, Rusty Corker. Looks like a left-handed backup catcher.
Yeah, the backup catcher called upon to start the inning. Behind in the count, however, after a couple pitches from Kyle. His 20th pitch is high. We'll see what else Keck has on in the bullpen should he need to go there. But he is going to get the leadoff out here. So the left fielder camps under it and makes the catch. So that'll bring up Stronglegs. As dangerous as ever.
Yeah, corruptionz going to want to exercise that eye, find himself a strike to hit. You know he can really get behind one with this power swing now. Easily tie this game, but no mistakes.
Yeah, 3 very good takes. We'll see if he swings on 3-0. He does not. That one in there at 99. And the 3-1 clobbered, but a diving, no, not a catch made by the second baseman. You can see, I believe it said 26% chance of failure. Those are the essentially 1 in 4 odds that corruptionz just hit to put a good runner at first, the tying run.
Yeah, this is dangerous now. Keck definitely wanting to make that play. Now we've got a runner on with less than 2 outs. And that one is clobbered into the left center field gap. That should be a run.
That will tie the game. The Prowlers are clutch here in the ninth. So are the Tack Peas. What a heavyweight bout we are witnessing. Now the winning run at second base with young Frostic at the plate.
Yeah, Keck has to take this pitcher out now. He's absolutely gassed with 28 pitches. We're going to see Murica Freedom take the hill. No 4-seam on this pitcher.
So corruptionz guaranteeing extra innings at the very least. But he would love to put it away here. Yeah, two-seam cut fastball and curveball, I believe. He went chasing a bit there. Shortstop ranges over bare hands, has to make the play. And he does. I think if that's any other runner, corruptionz may get the infield hit. In any case, the winning run 90 feet away for Dossal. She hits it. It is over the head of the first baseman. The Prowlers take game one in an electric start to this semifinal.
What an amazing game to really start this off. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Just these two just came out electrifying, back and forth throughout. These last 2 innings you can see just filled with runs. Just amazing start. Game one in the books. Couldn't be better.
Yeah, can't wait to see what happens in game two. Both of these guys scoring a bit early the first half of the game, especially Keck with that monster homer in, I believe, the second or the third inning. And then not much action going into the middle innings. It wasn't until late that these guys woke up. And when they woke up, they really showed why they are the number one in corruptionz and the number 4 in Keck in the regular season.
Yeah, Keck in no way made that easy for corruptionz. He just had all the fight in the world in that entire game. That 9th inning, those 2 home runs from him was absolutely clutch. And corruptionz showing that number 1 pedigree. He's been here before in the semifinals. Last season he faced Jam Paladin of all players, you know, the absolute train that ran through AAA last season. So corruptionz knows what it is, and he was clutch there in that 9th. He did not want to go to extras. He wanted to get it done in regulation, and he did.
And he did. And we will have game 2, the follow-up to that, here in a few moments. We'll cut away very quickly here, give ourselves a short break. And when the players queue in, we will come back to you. Don't go anywhere. Game 2 coming right up. Game 2 coming at you here. The Prowlers and the TACPs, if it is half as good as game 1, we are in for a treat. And it will be the TACPs here as the home team in game 2. It's total alternation here in the playoffs. And Founders Field, a welcome sight, not a stadium we see a whole lot of.
Yeah, I was just about to say that actually myself. I was like really impressed here. We're going to see a game in the semifinals here at Founders Field. I believe Wolfie Lion, the only other player actively that used Founders this season in Season 9. So Keck and Wolfie in the AAA representing Founders. Keck bringing it to the AAA semifinals. Let's see what we can do here with the Prowlers already jumping out to that 1-0 lead last game.
Yeah, quick shout out to AA semifinalist Goldfinger, who also called Founders home. He defeated by Burr. Burr and Tezzy Do-It-All will be in the AA World Series soon enough. But for now, the focus here on the AAA semifinals. Mr. Hagrid takes ball 1.
We've got the day game here at Founders Field. Let's see if visibility is any issue with that light dirt for these players.
Yeah, a nice day nonetheless here at the home of the Tack Peas. That one was hit hard, but it's right at the shortstop. So a quick out number 1 for Sergeant Jason Faley. Savvy Sweets, the slow running catcher. Good pop though. Finds yourself in an even count. Great check there.
Ooh, 101.
2-1 blows her away. Yeah, fat fastball there. Likely hit a perfect bullseye or close to it. That one bidding for the hole on the right side, but is to the glove hand side of Smith. So he makes an easy play. That'll bring up strong legs with 2 down.
Yeah, a couple big outs early if you're Keck. You want to have clean innings. Both these players kept it really close for the first 6 innings of the game until they started to break out and score a few more runs late in game number 1.
Corruptionz perhaps a bit overeager on the slow pitch inside off the plate. So he pops it up to left field. That is a quick 1-2-3 inning for Keck. Something he definitely needed after what I'm sure was a tough loss to take.
Yeah, he's definitely going to want to bounce back. He showed that he could, obviously, last game with his ability time and time again to take the lead and then, when he gave it back up, take it back. So it was really anybody's series right now, if you ask me.
Diving stop is made by Saxophone. Will he have time to get the speedy leadoff runner? The answer is no. So it's a leadoff single for the Tack Peas in the heart of the order coming up.
You got to think if Keck and his Tack Peas are able to win this game in game 2, it's got to be a huge statement game as that number 4 seed.
Yeah, definitely. They almost stole one on the road, but would love to at least salvage one here at home. Ahead in the count, however. That's the second time in the at-bat, though, that he swings at that outside changeup. And it is a double play. Corruptionz turns it fast, gets the 2 outs there. Just what he needed. That'll bring up the 3-hole hitter with nobody on base.
Yeah, we've noticed now him going to that outside changeup a lot in game number 1, too. So Corruptionz probably found a weakness, it seems, getting him to swing early on that change. Doesn't really seem to matter the location there as he goes with it again on the inside. And it's lifted to right field for a nice out number 3. So clean first for both teams pretty much.
Yeah, both players facing the minimum in the first. Keck did have the infield single. So now Saxophone, the cleanup hitter for the Prowlers, will bat. I believe he had the game-tying double to the left center field gap there in that bottom of the ninth. You can see Corruptionz earning a follow there as he's streaming for us on Twitch. That one out to left field. Keck makes a nice running catch. Had to cover quite a bit of ground there for the first out.
Yeah, nice first out. Don't ever discount those plays in the outfield that get a little bit iffy. Especially in the playoffs. You definitely don't want to miss balls out there when the runs seem to count more than they ever do.
So now young Frostic in an even count. A pitch from Faley here coming up. It's another slow pitch that drops into that top half of the zone. Corruptionz needing a breather before seeing another. Not much space in right field. Anything deep hit out there is going to be dangerous. Left field and direct center, not so much. That one, not in the air at all, however. So that's going to be the second out of the inning as the shortstop has no problem with it. That'll bring up Dostal, the hero there in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, she's batting .611 here in the playoffs, so no slouch indeed is Dostal. Making it happen in the bottom of the ninth last game. Let's see what she can do here in the top of the second. Rips it right up the chute for a single. Nice job. Nice piece of hitting.
Yeah, 2-out knock there for Dossal. And like we were saying, she had the walk-off single in the bottom of the ninth of game one, which is big considering she almost lost them the game with that misplay on the right field track. As this one should end the inning. So the single from Dossal doesn't hurt the tack piece there. We head to the bottom of the second, 4, 5, and 6 up now for Keck.
Yeah, Dossal exhibiting last game how baseball can be indeed a cruel mistress.
Lefty Lucy, the pitcher tabbed here for game 2 of this series. Prowlers looking to take a 2-0 lead in the semis, which would be huge. Of course, Keck going to do everything he can to even it up. Going to that outside change on 2-2. This time Keck does not offer. Now a 3-2 change popped up on the infield. It would be the pitcher who takes it. Near that first base line, he makes the catch. Quickly out number 1. That one up the middle. A diving attempt from the second baseman does knock it down, but he's not able to recover quickly enough. So the pitcher gets on. I'm sorry, not the pitcher. The 5-hole hitter gets on there with 1 out. And it gives Bradley Smith here an opportunity to drive him in.
Yeah, no ground ball here from Keck. He's exhibiting a pretty good eye, making Lefty Lucy work a little bit in the second inning. But now we've got the count even.
Yeah, good fastball there from Lucy, evened it. Now the count runs full. Corruptionz thought about the fastball, goes to the changeup here, and it proves to be a mistake as Keck deposits it up the middle. So back-to-back singles here for the dangerous Chief Dennis Hay.
Yeah, that was well timed there from Keck. We've seen the changeup be a bit of a menace to him, but that one was left a little bit in the zone, a little bit in that happy high and inside area where you might not want to leave a changeup. Exactly, so he put a good swing on it. Now he's got 2 runners on with 1 out. Ooh, but that fastball just blew him away. 98 from Lucy. Yeah,
he placed the target a bit too high, in my opinion, but he ended up, when he performed the minigame, he ended up lowering the location, and it ended up being perfect just above the zone, getting Keck to swing and miss there for the strikeout. So now 2 down. This one softly dribbled the saxophone, makes the play. So Corruptionz avoids trouble after surrendering the 2 singles. We go to the top of the third.
Yeah, both these players just playing each other really close. Again, you can tell they're just running a lot of deep counts, but the pitching has really shown through both of them, finding that soft contact when they need it. That one, first pitch, dive by Frazier. Great throw, gets it over to first, out number 1.
Yeah, so that'll bring up the pitcher with nobody out. Shortstop making the play that the second baseman could not in the previous inning. Or rather, that was the Prowler's second baseman. Quickly 2 down here as the pitcher swings at the first pitch. That'll bring up Hagrid. You can see Keck sensing that maybe he can get some off-balance swings with those slow pitches. He somewhat does there, and it is over the glove of the shortstop, so Corruptionz earns himself a 2-out knock there on a good piece of hitting.
Yeah, he's got good speed now with Hagrid as leadoff hitter, as his lineup has turned over. Late on that 100-mile-an-hour heater, though. Faley no longer locked in after giving up that hit.
Looking for a similar hit there was Sweets, and she gets it. So 2-out singles here. Presents a dangerous situation for Lil Stronglegs. Jason Faley and Keck must make good pitches here if he would like the game to remain at 0-all. What a beautiful curve that dots the up and away corner.
Yeah, puts him down 0-2 really early, but it's a great take there from Corruptionz.
Just looking to make contact here, has good speed. The 1-2 outside. A big 2-2 pitch here inside. We'll see if Corruptionz sends the runners. I don't believe he did any of that in the previous game. He doesn't here. He's just opting to try and focus on hitting the ball. Another full count pitch. Blows him away at 100 miles per hour. Keck trusting his fastball there to get a swing and miss. That's exactly what happens.
Yeah, now he's locked in again at Faley. Nice job there from Keck. Finding the right pitch, just reaching back for a little extra, getting it done. Now he has his chance here in the bottom of the third.
Gets himself back to locked in, which could certainly help him here at the plate. And it is going to. It's in the left center field gap for extra bases. The starting pitcher going to start the inning with a leadoff double.
Yeah, that slider a bit hung. You want to get it a little deeper into that corner if you're trying to drop it there. You know you can still find a strike, but if you leave it up, a hitter, especially of the AAA XBL caliber, is just going to crush it.
That one will land foul. So now an 0-2 pitch from lefty Lucy. Dots the up and in corner with a fastball. Great pitch from Corruptionz, and there's one down.
Very, very good pitch. Corruptionz finding the location there on the high side. Now let's see if you can leave that runner at second base with one out here. Still pretty good position for the top of Keck's order.
Ooh, goes with that slider again. He's trying to hit the left center field gap once more, but Hagrid runs it down for the second out. That could have been very dangerous.
Yeah, the location was no good there from Corruptionz, but perhaps the timing just helping him out. The switch to 83 perhaps helping him out, as Keck just not quite getting around on that the way he needed to. So evened up on the count now with 2 outs.
Yeah, still not afraid to throw that slider as Corruptionz. He went with it. It just missed. On 2-1. Now we have a 2-2 count. And try and get him to chase this changeup low. It's fouled off. The 2-2. A good take from Keck. A 3-2 changeup on the way. And it's taken by Keck for the walk. A great at bat there. We'll put 2 on for the cleanup hitter, Tim Officer.
Yeah, you're gonna wonder how far an at bat like that is gonna go into how this game plays out. Really well done by Keck there to drive up the pitch count a little bit and earn a walk. Swinging first pitch there too. He crushed it pretty good.
Yeah, hit that fastball hard. He was just a bit late. Now a chance for Corruptionz for the K. Just misses. Likes that spot though. And he gets it, 98 miles per hour. The previous pitch that missed was a power fastball. Took a few miles per hour off with the non-power fastball. May have played a big role there. He gets the K. He goes back to work.
Yeah, changing speeds can be so important in these leagues, especially against some of these top hitters. They're always sitting fastball or breaking ball. The use of the changeup, maybe a few miles an hour difference on the fastball too. Accuracy pitching, power pitching. You really just got to use the whole mix. So now Whiffer activated on saxophone. Not something that's going to mess with Corruptionz too much, I wouldn't think. Bidding for that hole, but a diving stop made by Hay to retire the dangerous and speedy saxophone and bring up the first baseman with nobody aboard. Quickly 2 down. Corruptionz went after that first pitch changeup. Not a bad pitch to hit. Just didn't quite get it right. So quickly 2 down. Yeah, it's a tough one when you pull it.
Yeah, the low and away changeup. Certainly don't want to pull it to hard right field. Dossal bidding for that short wall. It's going to come up short, however, on the track. So a very quick inning on the mound for Keck. He comes back to work. 5, 6, and 7. That one hit hard. Left field Hagrid to the rim of the track makes the catch. So again, yeah, it's that low and away pitch. Maybe they're used to the timing on how it works on 80. On 83, however, they're not getting it where they want.
Yeah, not quite. You can see how overpowering it's been for these players, especially in this game. I'm not sure if Ego's to blame or they're just playing each other really tight. It's absolutely insane how these guys have been able to work counts and just make the right plays. As Corruptionz diving there makes a huge out, number 2.
Yeah, that's the second time tonight, first time in game 1, where Dossal has made a long diving play. And there's the third out. So both players with very quick 4th innings. We're halfway through the game, roughly. No one has scored.
Yeah, games 1 and 2 on your feature tonight. We will have you guys updated with more games as they come. Looking like we have some games possibly lined up for Friday for the other AAA semifinal. And looks like we've been disconnected here. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and get that figured out. Just hang tight here for 1 second.
So hang with us, folks. Fortunately, it was a scoreless game, so really not a whole lot they have to set up. If anything, the pitch counts would probably be the most important thing to set up. But in any case, we will coordinate with the players quickly here to make sure they can keep playing here and get it set up. And when we're ready for that, we will come back. It may be a few minutes here. We will leave you here for a few minutes as we get this ready. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the final 4 or so innings of Game 2 when we come back. Thanks for hanging around with us, folks. We should have action for you soon. The players are loading into the new game here, Game 2. They're just going to try their best to recreate the game state to how it was when the game disconnected. And when they have done that in the 5th, we will come back to you with the rest of the game where it was 0-0 in Game 2 of these semifinals. Don't go anywhere. We are just a few minutes away. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for sticking with us. It was a 0-0 game when the game disconnected. Unfortunately, similar to the final XBL match of the week we had for you a couple weeks ago, the players didn't do so hot on the bunting phase, resetting the game. So an unfortunate run was occurred, so the run had to be traded back to corruptionz. But what really matters is the deficit, which is there's no deficit. It is a tie game, and that is the first true out back after the reset, a strikeout. We're back underway here in Game 2 of these semifinals. The true score is 0-0, but not that it really doesn't make a difference if it's 1-1 either.
Yeah, here we go. Someone's going to want to get on the horse here after the resumption. Try and make a big statement, as there's only a few innings to work with. A couple quick outs, though, for Keck, so that's good.
Yeah, now the pitcher spot, lefty Lucy. Both of these guys going to have to possibly deal with effects of the layoff. We'll see if it affects one more than the other, or if it doesn't affect either at all. Lefty Lucy lines that one out softly over to Hay for the third out. So now Keck's first chance after the layoff here in the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah, he's going to be hunting a mistake pitch, hunting those strikes like he did last game. Did a really good job of jumping on the off-speed pitches in the zone that were left by corruptionz.
Good pitch there to even the count to Lozano. Ray Lozano, the second baseman. Going to see a fastball here in 1-2. Hits it out to the shortstop, collects it on one hop, makes the play. Leadoff batter is retired. The locked-in pitcher, Faley, into bat now. Checks his swing. The 1-0 is in there, so the count even now. Bottom of the fifth, one out. In a tied ball game. 2-1. Hit softly, but out towards the track. A few steps in front of that track, however, is docile. She makes the catch. Didn't have to move a whole lot. That'll bring up Frazier.
Yeah, the changeup found some zone. That's another one that he hit a little bit harder there to Keck. But two quick outs for corruptionz. Big outs here. Now he's got himself a chance on the top of the sixth to break this tie.
Yeah, top of the order as well. Mr. Hagrid going to lead off. Jason Faley. Tried to get him to swing on the slow ball, the curve. That one was a two-seamer he definitely missed. The 2-1 on Hagrid. Painted low and away. Good pitch.
Yeah, nice even count now.
That one roped up the middle. Great leadoff single for Mr. Hagrid and the Prowlers. The mojo down now on Faley.
Yeah, that's dangerous with this 2-3-4 stepping up with no outs. Let's see if corruptionz tries to get that runner into scoring position. Swinging on the first pitch, he drives it to right field for a single. So he's got runners at first and second now with no outs.
Yeah, now Lil Strong Legs. Perhaps the best hitter in the lineup. Center fielder. Big chance here with nobody out. Keck looking for a ground ball. He won't get it here. That's into shallow center. Center fielder races on and makes the basket catch. corruptionz almost doubled up at second.
Yeah, that got a little hairier than I think it needed to over at second base, but that one's driven, and it's through the glove of the second baseman into the right center field gap. It's a short wall there. The right fielder picks it up. He sends the ball home. It's going to be close, and corruptionz will score, so he breaks the tie, scoring the first official run of the game, making it 1-0 Prowlers.
Yeah, almost caught there by the second baseman. corruptionz retreated the runners, thinking he would catch it. Ended up making its way out to the wall. Is still able to score the run was corruptionz. He takes the lead here in the sixth.
That's huge here. These two strong offenses being held scoreless for so long.
Yeah, both of these guys, it was true in game one. We'll see if it remains true in game two. Doing the bulk of their scoring in the second half of the ball game, the late part. Now a full count on Frostic. Needs to be careful here, does Keck. That one ripped. Left field on the contact swing to the track. But that is one of the deeper parts of the park, so it is held in for the second out.
Yeah, that was big break for the Tack Peas and Keck there. Corruption's just missing there. Hit it well to the opposite field. Still got a really strong hitter here in Dalsall now stepping up.
Keck trying to keep the deficit at 1. Dalsall looking to do some damage. A 2-1 pitch from Faley on the way. Swinging through at 100 miles per hour. Tried to go inside out with it, just whiffed. And that one painted up and away. I believe that's a 2-seam of the backdoor variety. What a fantastic pitch there from Keck.
Yeah, that is a great pitch from Keck to get out of that inning, get out of that jam with only 1 run credited to his name. So Corruption's going to want to keep things tight. It's not the type of series, not the type of game you go into expecting to win anything 1-0, as that one is drilled to right field. Caught by Dalsall there safely for out number 1.
Yeah, that was that dangerous changeup again. Hit very hard by Keck, but yeah, right at Dalsall. This one also hit very hard and over the glove of the second baseman, much like Corruption's did in a previous inning. There could be a play at second, though. He is safe. That's always the risk. They're playing in Founders with that short right center field gap. It really isn't much of a gap.
Yeah, not a lot of speed for that runner. Or he has an okay amount of speed, but not a ton. So it was a little bit questionable. But Keck just trusting his runner, trusting his team. He knows it well. And he got in there. That's big with 1 out.
Yeah, knows Corruptionz has been pitching him pretty tough. So certainly wanting to give himself some aggressive chances there. And that's going to be a 5-pitch walk, which lowers the mojo on Lefty Lucy here late in the game and presents a big threat to the RBI man, Steve Ockman.
Yeah, he's got that power stance. Looking for something to hit. Good change up there by Corruptionz to start the at-bat.
Huge batter in the game. Corruptionz taking the lead in the previous half inning. Keck just looking to maybe tie it or more. 2-2. Hit softly over to the hole. Caught on the backhand by Saxophone. Keck wandered way too far off the bag, so it's an easy double play, and that will end the inning.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Keck there to send the runner too far, but maybe he thought it might get just past Saxophone's glove. Sax had just enough speed, though, to get over there, make that play, make a nice little throw over to second for the double play, and that's big for Corruptionz and his Prowlers as he tries to pad this 1-0 lead.
Yeah, if you're just joining us and if you're confused, it is technically a 1-0 game. The game disconnected when it was 0-0 earlier, and the players had to try and recreate the game state themselves. An unfortunate run had scored, so the score needed to be evened at 1. But nonetheless, it's a 1-run lead. Either way you cut it for the Prowlers, who have the leadoff knock there and are threatening here with the 8-hole hitter. That one ripped out to right field. Track standing there is Gavalik, so he makes the easy catch, but that one was hit hard.
Yeah, that was drilled. That's a location you don't really want to go to again if you're Keck, I think. Depends on what you throw there, I guess. Absolutely reaches back for a nice 99-mile-an-hour heater right there.
Lefty Lucy now here in the 7th. Tried to drop that curveball, and it's a pitch he's gotten to work many times tonight. Didn't get it there. Same corner, different pitch, but it misses. So now a 2-2. Low and away. Good eye from Corruptionz. In danger of walking the pitcher here is Keck. Comes back with a strike. It's hit hard, but it is caught by the shortstop. Retreating. Getting back in there is Corruptionz.
Yeah, nicely hit, but good catch over there at short. Haggard, though, with a nice piece, hits it right up the chute. That's a big 2-out single. Corruption's not done yet in this inning, perhaps.
Yeah, good single there from Haggard. Puts it in the hands of Savvy Sweets. Looking for insurance. We're in the final third of the game. Velocity starting to diminish on Faley. But he's ahead in the count, 1-2. Looking to make a good pitch here is Keck. Just misses. The 2-2. Got him low. A fastball just below the zone. Blew him away. A good pitch from Keck. Gets him out of the jam. Gives himself a chance here.
Yeah, he's keeping things right where they are. With that 1-run deficit, really nice job getting out of the jam past 2 innings. Let's see what he can do now with the 6, 7, and 8. Not too careful there, swinging at the first pitch curveball. It's just easy ground out over to second base. We're out number 1.
Yeah, it looked like a curveball that would not, I don't believe, would have touched the zone, so a bit over aggressive there was Keck. That'll bring it to Hay, the 7-hole hitter. Good strike there from Corruptionz. Likes that high and away pitch. Great count here for Keck. The 3-1 changeup. Inside out over to the shortstop, weakly hit. So he makes the easy play, quickly 2 down.
Yeah, really nicely done there by Corruptionz, finding the right sequence, finding the right pitches to get the soft contact once again. Just keeping that 1-0 lead intact. He's got to do a really, really tight job with an offense like Keck's on his hands.
Bidding up the middle, but a snag made by lefty Lucy reaching out there is the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 8th. It is still the Prowlers by 1.
Yeah, only 6 outs to work with now for the TACPs before they could perhaps be down 2-0 in this 7-game series. So Keck going to want to try and find a run, but first he's got to do his job in keeping the Prowlers off the board. On that one's clobbered to left. I don't think... yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, giving up on it was the left fielder. It was the right decision. That one was way out of here to the deep left field, 397 feet. Little strong legs puts his team up by 2.
That's big for Corruptionz now. He's got to feel he's got a little bit of breathing room. He's pitched a really, really, really tight game so far.
Keck staying with Jason Faley here in the top of the 8th. 5-pitch mix there. Saxophone now with a 2-run lead here. He's going to pop that one up. Looked like he just missed it. A hanging curve, perhaps. It'll be caught for out number 1. Now young Frostick. Another power-hitting left-handed hitter. The 1-0 pitch from Keck takes a second before delivering. Here it comes. It's a great fastball away. Nicks the strike zone. 1-1 breaking pitch. Corruptionz does not chase.
Big moment here. Corruptionz looking for a pitch to hit. Swings at that high heat.
Yeah, couldn't turn just quick enough on it. So now the 2-2 popped up. Maybe reached a little bit. Still a great pitch for the out. Kenzie Dawson now with 2 down. Corruptionz looking to hit something hard here. He does, but foul. Keck a strike away from a pretty clean inning. Oh, it is strike 3. Great pitch looking. My mistake, though. It was not a clean inning as Little Strong Legs did go deep there to deep left field, giving his team the 2-0 lead officially. That this should be a pinch hit opportunity for the TACPs, and it is.
Yeah, let's see now. Keck's got some more of that grit in his back pocket, swinging at the first pitch changeup. He lifts it over to Dalsall for out number 1, so he's only got 5 outs to work with now against a pretty efficient starter here in lefty Lucy.
There's that missed changeup again. Keck swung at it, and again, a quick out. 2 pitches, 2 outs. If there's anything holding back Keck here in this game, it is the lack of deep counts, deep at bats. Checked on that slider. Quickly 0-2. Corruptionz looking to send it to the 9th. That one hit very hard, but right into the glove of the second baseman, who needed only to step a couple steps to his left. So 3 defensive outs remain between the Prowlers and a 2-0 series lead. Certainly looking to add on, however. thought about a potential pinch hit. He will stick with easy breezy. It is Chief Chris Kyle, the specialist, back into the game. Or back into the series, rather. Quickly, one down here on the soft liner.
Corruption's definitely looking to try and pad here. Another run would be really, really big. He's pitching very, very well. He's using the edge of the strike zone and finding a lot of soft contact. Like you said, Keck just not running enough deep counts to really break down Lefty Lucy. He's only got 3 outs next inning to work with.
Yeah, insurance runs would certainly go a long way here for Corruptionz, as we saw how formidable Keck was. Wow, what a hop there. It'll be a single either way. But we saw how formidable Keck was in the 9th inning of Game 1. We'll see if he can repeat such a performance.
Looks like he chooses to leave the pitcher in there, and he crushes it to left center field. Oh, an officer with the diving grab. What a play. Sends it to first base, and he doubles him up.
Wow. An excellent play there from Keck in left field to save a run, certainly diving there in the gap. And that's going to give Keck the best possible chance he has here in the bottom of the 9th to make some magic versus Lefty Lucy.
What a play. Here we go.
The right fielder, this time he does not swing at the first pitch, so he finds himself ahead. The 1-1 change from Lucy, crushed. Center field, strong legs has to range back, but he does make the catch, whips around at the last second, so the leadoff batter is retired.
Yeah, tough break for Keck. He absolutely hit that one on the nose. Wants to try and find a strike. What a pitch there from Corruptionz.
Yeah, getting ahead in the count there on that change. Sawing his bat in half there with the great cutter. Or it could have been a two-seam. Yes, it was a two-seam. But in any case, there are quickly 2 down here, Corruptionz, and out away from a 2-0 lead. First pitch was out of the zone. Got him swinging on 1-0. Just missing there was Corruptionz.
Good takes here from Keck.
Yeah, back to the wall. He's not getting over aggressive. Great 3-1 pitch. Makes it a full count. We'll see what gives. The 3-2. Popped over the head of the third baseman, so the game will extend. The tying run will come to the plate.
Here we go. Big moment. Good power. Good contact. Airman Bradley Smith has the chance now. Perhaps Keck looking at his options.
I would think maybe looking to put some speed at first. And that is a slight upgrade there at first with some speed. Swinging at the first pitch there. The tying run at the plate. Slider misses. When one fastball blows it past him, a strike away. Here we go. The 1-2. Checked his swing. That I don't know how that missed. That was very close. Now a 2-2. Popped up. Deep right field. Into the corner goes Dassal. Makes the catch. The Pawtucket Prowlers take a 2-0 series lead in this best-of-7 semifinals. What a night.
What a night indeed. What a couple of games. They were as tight as they come here. The number 1 and the number 4 seed in this XBL AAA just giving us a show. Congratulations to both players for putting on some great games, but Corruptionz up 2-0. That's huge in a series like this.
Yeah, certainly big. This is a player who he had a bad taste in his mouth in last season. After being eliminated very quickly in the semifinals, he has returned to the semifinals this year. Now it's him with the big advantage. He is up 2-0. The first of 4 wins will move on to the XBL Finals, the World Series. I'm sorry, the XBL AAA World Series. Mm-hmm. Yeah, great games tonight from both these guys, especially Game 1. But Keck certainly not out of it. We saw a lot of good stuff out of him too.
Yeah, he's not out of it indeed. You could see 83 Ego doing its work. These offenses a little bit stifled from their 80 Ego counterparts in the regular season, but also these guys both really expert pitchers. You could see the top 5 pedigree of Corruptionz just coming out with his pitching and his location, his ability to get Keck chasing early in counts. But Keck was doing his job too, and he was finding his locations. Lots of good strikeouts lookings, lots of good strikeouts whiffing. So I think there's some positive stuff for him to take from these first 2 games going into the rest of the series, and he could make some noise here. This has been a really good start to the semifinals.
Yeah, it was a great start indeed. Thank you to everyone who stuck around, especially after the disconnecting game 2, as the players reset that game manually. So, yeah, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Those were games 1 and 2 of one of the XBL AAA semis. There is the other half of the bracket, the other half of the Final Four. Those matchups are TBD. That's Pizza Volcano versus Phillies Rock. We also have the semifinals in the XBL at some point. That's Light Snack versus Ashnauts Coupon on one half, and then Lazy awaiting a winner between Luke Archer and Mike the Cooch in those quarterfinals. As those matchups come in, as the schedules come in, we will notify you, of course, in the Discord of when we will have those matches for you on this channel, commentated live. So if you're not already a member of the Discord and you'd like to stay up to date with that sort of thing, go ahead and scroll down on the Twitch page and click the Discord link to join. But with that, I've been Weaver for Prez here mobily on a bit of a getaway here. And Dwayne, thank you for having me, and anything you want to close us out with.
Thank you very much, Weaver, for being with us tonight while you are away with us on Satellite. Just really appreciate you being in the booth. It's been a while since we were able to get together and get something done. So really good games tonight. Appreciate our players getting it done. Just looking forward to some more playoff baseball. Everybody get excited. Get your eyes on the channel. Get your eyes on the Discord, because we're going to have plenty of action coming at you. With that said, Weaver and Dwayne, we'll see you next time. Have a great night.
Later, guys.